Hello. So, what people don't understand about social media, especially as an artist or a creative person, is that if you are alone, loneliness being one of the most important things that an artist should cultivate and understand, even if you are alone but are on your phone, you're not alone. You are surrounded by millions of people, tons of different kinds of inspiration and perspectives, and creativity that is flowing from other people. In order to be a good artist, you must take the time to be alone. And when you're on social media, all you're doing is wasting time cramming your brain filled with other people's ideas, even if they inspire you. And you stop producing work. And you start confusing yourself. And when I say that it's important to take time for yourself and to be alone, I mean to be truly and totally alone. You need to know yourself. You need to know what you want. You need to know what your direction is. And if you're on social media, you are in a hypersensitive space. You're in an intersection with thousands of different ways to go, and you become confused, and your artwork and your creativity and your direction becomes confused in life. And I think that it's extremely important to take a break from social media, not just for your mental health and for your self-esteem, because that's a given, but as a creative person, get off Pinterest, get off Instagram, and you need to take time to focus on yourself. I can guarantee you that you have more than enough material already gathered up over months and months and probably even years of things that you've wanted to do but you don't do. And it's because of social media. When you think that you're alone and you're gathering all of your sources and your interests, you're really just saving up all of this stuff and you're never executing it because there's always something new. There's always another thing to be interested in, and you never actually make your ideas come to fruition. So get off of places that overstimulate you. Overstimulation is probably worse than being stuck and having artist's block or writer's block, because you have all the material there, the inspiration is there, but you're not creating anything. You're being stagnated and stunted. When you're in writer's block, at least it's a true block and you can't do anything and it's a kind of pure state. But when you're on social media, when you're on Pinterest, and when you're on all of, I don't even know, all these other different Facebook, when you're on all these other different forms of interaction with other people and other artists in these communities, you're not taking time for yourself and you are stagnating your work. And there's nothing worse than not being able to solidify your aesthetic, not being able to solidify your vision and your message, because you are so overcrowded in your brain with other people's words, other people's ideas, other people's theses, and what they believe and what their perception is of the world. There's nothing worse, because confusion only leads to being taken away from yourself, and you end up becoming like other people. You end up making work that is like other people and that is not like your own. And there's nothing worse than losing that purity of your own perspective and your own experience. Get off of your phone, get off of Instagram, get off of Pinterest, get off of Facebook, get off of Twitter, and just truly be alone. Be alone with your content, your ideas, the things you've written down, the things you've actually executed. Be alone with that. Be alone with your own thoughts. Imagine that the world is post-apocalyptic and that there's nothing else out there. Imagine the world as a place where only you exist. And create something so powerful out of that, out of your own existence. Because that's when you're going to start making work that is truly profound and beautiful, because it's not contaminated by anybody else's ideas of what the world is. And that's how you become truly confident. I know it's important that you need to be tested. Your ideas need to hold water. But there's a difference between being tested for weak spots and just disintegrating your ideas altogether because you can't decide on which perspective is the right one. It's important to be confident and solidify your ideas wholly. It will only come from being in solitude, being away from society. That's where you grow within. That's where it starts to internalize. I feel this every day. It's this obsession with going on to Instagram, going on to Pinterest to gain inspiration when I have inspiration. Pages and pages and pages and years of notes of things I've never accomplished because all I'm doing is looking at other people succeeding in their work and seeing other people complete the things that they do. And I'm just sitting here in this liminal space where I just consume, but I do not create. That's a parasite. That is not a creator. So if you want to truly, and this is a message to other people as well as a message to myself, stay away from other people for a while, for a long time, until you at least create something or a body of work so that you can release all of this that has been kept in you for such a long time. Because if you don't, it will turn into guilt. It will turn into a deep, deep dissatisfaction with oneself and how you've spent your time and your life. If you're creative, there's nothing worse than not creating, because it feels like the one thing that you thought you could do, the one thing that you felt you were gifted with, means nothing. And that you haven't done your one job. Whether it's for a job, for money, or whether it's to satisfy something within you. Hopefully it's to do the latter. Take time for yourself. Spend time in solitude. Literally just soak in your own thoughts and your own perspectives and your ideas, and you'd be surprised how smart you are and how much better your ideas probably are than other people's. And you'll test yourself. You don't need others to do that all the time. You'll know what is perfect and what is subpar. You don't always need others to do that for you. Learn to love your solitude. Learn to cultivate it. Learn to love it. And be the artist, be the creator, whatever it is that you do, whatever your medium is. Nurture it. Cater to it. Take care of it. That's all I have to say. It's probably one of the most important things that I've ever learned in life. Enjoy your solitude. This was a quick little video, but I'm signing out for now. Just thought I'd throw that out there because it's an important lesson and it's an important thing for me to say on this channel as well. Because beauty didn't just come out of obsessive need to see other people's beauty. It came from your own idea, from your own perspective, from your own universe of what you think everything should be like, your law and order. All right. Peace out, everybody.